Hello guys. So, we start the stream and this video by making this particular interesting style of what is this? A bubblehead or bottlehead? I'm not sure. It's some kind of head, a creature, which is a SubZero. By the way, I was about to tell you something, but I forgot what was it. No, I didn't forget. I will tell you. So, now, do you know Laura Gallagher? Laura Gallagher is a very good 3D character artist, and she hasn't posted in her channel, YouTube channel, Outgang, in about 1 year. But a few days ago, she posted, and the video is quite nice, actually, for Michelangelo, and she's in Italy. She's showing some of the sculptures and everything. It's pretty interesting, so I advise you to watch it. And you can learn a lot from her. The other thing, Danny Mac. Danny Mac is also an amazing artist. I respect him a lot for especially his work ethic. He's a hard worker. And exactly that's why he hasn't posted in a while, about 10 months. And I asked him what happened. He told me that he has some work for some toy company, I think. So that's why he's not doing anything. And that's good because he's not sick or something. He just has a lot of work, which is great, especially in those days and this day and age where work is a little bit scarce for the 3D character artist. Although, yeah, AI of course will kill us all and it will invade us and everything. So yeah, everybody knows what's what. But again, Laura Gallagher, probably most of you know her. Outgang, the website and the channel in YouTube, and the video about Michelangelo. Watch it, and it's kind of interesting. Yeah, you can learn some things. It's always nice to see these kind of videos, which I think a lot of thought has been into the video. It's not like my video, I just start sculpting and I'm just saying whatever it comes to my mind. It's not like that. It's more thought and interesting point of view, I would say, about Michelangelo, one of the greatest sculptors ever lived. Other things, no. So, what is this concept here, you will ask? This is SubZero bubblehead. I was thinking about doing SubZero realistic kind of stuff, like in Mortal Kombat games. I will do that probably next time, or I don't know. But now I decided to do this bubblehead because I tried it, and I think I like how it goes. What I like about it, it's highly 3D printable. When you finish it, when I finish it, you will see it's gonna look amazing in your desk, for example, just like a 3D print. It will be nice. That's my idea. To bring it into your 3D desk. No, into your desk. No, I'm not bringing it into your desk unless I put it in my... What was this? Patreon, yeah. In my Patreon channel, which is ready. The Patreon channel is on, it's ready, but I'm not advertising it because there is not too much to see inside. There will be a lot of 3D printable figurines from the streams here, which I put a little bit more time on them and put them in the channel, in the Patreon, I mean. Some guy suggested, I don't know if it's fine, but some guy suggested that I should put the Blender files of the streams also, which I don't know how somebody will be interested in those, but if you are, tell me, why not? Maybe I can put them in the Patreon too. Only for the paid users, of course, because, you know, at the end of the day, I have to support my huge hunger. And by the way, I don't eat too much sweet anymore, which is great, because we all know sweet is the silent killer. But of course, at the end of the day, nobody knows if The sweet will kill you or something else will kill you. Death is, like always, inevitable. There is nobody that have been born that will not die. At least, that's how we know. It's the inevitability, I don't know how to say it, of death. It's inevitable. Now let's do the body. I will do this particular piece, we may say a piece of art. I will do this particular piece not quite like the concept. It will be a little bit different pose. I have some references here. It will be this pose, most likely, but with this character. Yeah, I know. Probably most of you will say that it would be better to make the other character completely, not a cartoonish one. But in some cases, the cartoonish one is the more difficult one. It's more difficult than the real one. I'm not sure if this is exactly one of those cases, but still, it's not exactly super easy, I would say. So how to do arms? Arms are very easy. You just do a sphere and then you do the arm after. It's super easy. I don't know how some people are struggling with arms. I cannot understand that. As you can see, it's a question of couple of seconds to make a decent arm shape, and it's there. Nothing too fancy about it. Some people are like, oh, how to do arms, it's very difficult. It's not. It's just about making a sphere and then an arm from it. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. This arm will be in with fist. It will be fisted. The arm will be fisted. Pretty strong, so I will inflate a little bit. So we have a big biceps, we need it. We need a big triceps also, because this guy is training actually. He's always training, he's huge. He's the big guy. As we can see, even what happened with my voice, even with the concept, he's pretty ripped, right? Which is a bubblehead, but still, he's pretty ripped in the bubblehead concept. Amazing stuff. Now, let's see, what is this? This is our brachioradialis muscle. And it's going like this. And here we will have our wrist. The wrist will be a little bit thinner. And here we will have our palm, which will be in a pose of a fist. Easy stuff. If you want to learn something from this video, you probably will not. So just watch it as something fun, you know. To learn something new, I don't know, watch some other video of me. This one probably will not be the best of learning something. Yeah. And these days, I'm not watching that much politics. Politics is kind of starting to be a little bit boring because it's the same. It's always the same things happening. Always Trump doing some dumb thing or some other politician doing some dumb things. Interestingly, actually, some politicians are now like in jail. They're going to jail, which is great. In Great Britain, amazing. In United States, unfortunately, still not quite there yet. Hopefully at some point there will be, but we'll see. Sometimes politics and jail time doesn't connect, you know, especially in some countries which are not very democratic. And if you are rich and powerful, you don't have anything to worry about. You are fine. Which, by the way, is the same in Russia, in Belarus, and in Bulgaria, and in many countries. Not only United States of America, right? I thought that United States is different, but obviously, yeah, it's not. This is a little bit too much of this fist, but I guess we'll be fine. Okay, mirror it. How much time do we have? Oh, 10 minutes. 10 minutes and we have basically are finished. No. It will be difficult to finish in 10. I mean I can finish in way less than 10 minutes, but not sculpting. It's now we are talking about sculpting, so no dirty thoughts. Thank you very much. It's fine. We are doing this. And oh, these fists are looking gravy. I mean, it's so bad. I don't know. We should fix them at least a little bit, because when we start doing the pose, it's gonna be better if they are relatively fixed. Otherwise, the pose will not be correct, and we have to fix them separately, which will not be the best thing that you can do. When you can, use the symmetry in your advantage and work. The most you can work with the symmetry, the better. And that's it, yeah. That's my advice to all of you guys. Keep the symmetry as long as possible, and then just pray to whatever god you are praying to and break the symmetry, and then yeah, may he be with you, your god, whatever god is. I mean, is it Allah, is it like God, or how is the Christian god? It's probably maybe Jesus, but no, Jesus Christ should be the Son of God, right? It's not God himself. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused in these things. Theology, it's confusing sometimes because it's based on faith. It's not based on reality. It's not based on the proofs. It's faith. Faith is fine. If you need to believe, it's absolutely fine. You can believe. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I even say that sometimes this can save your sanity if you start believing in some god. Otherwise, it's too much to bear. I mean, life sometimes is relatively too much to bear. And God is, yeah, it can save you probably. Hopefully, I will never get to that point, but who knows? Nobody knows. And of course, people, especially from the Arab countries, who are some of the people from the Arab countries especially are, they have this knowledge of God in their lives for like as long as they remember. So probably my words will be blasphemy for them. But of course, if you are a God-loving person, you should be able to forgive me that I'm not a God-loving person. That's about God. He's all forgiving, so yeah, we should be fine. I'm not insulting him or something. No, I'm saying that it's about faith. Alright, we have nice arms right now. And clavicle. It's always good to have a clavicle. Now, the shoulders are bad. We should make them a little bit bigger, and here to cut them in the top. So we have this, which is great. Now, clavicle, yes. The front shoulder, yes. And the bump here, it's gonna be fine. I think her YouTube is called Outgang. I also think that it's her YouTube is called Outgang. And again, I probably will disrespect somebody without wanting to disrespect anybody. But for those who doesn't know, she was he couple of years ago. It doesn't change the fact that she now is one of the, maybe not one of the best, but yeah, she's definitely one of the best character artists out there. But way better than me, probably. Yeah, she's pretty good and probably working super hard to improve and to be even better. So that's what you can learn from her. And she's also thinking about stuff. This video, the last video that she has posted, proves that. She's thinking about why Michelangelo is doing this, why he's doing that. Yeah, I'm also thinking sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I'm also sometimes thinking, but what to eat tonight or stuff like this. So I'm a little bit more, a little bit less sophisticated maybe. Since, yeah, I'm thinking more normal things. What should I eat today? And I know always, because I always eat the same things. I always eat lavash bread. Most people probably should know what lavash bread is, with some things inside, like butter and yellow cheese, some olives, stuff like this. So it's pretty cool. Okay, now the body is a little bit too big for my taste. We'll make it smaller, so he's more like bubblehead. And we'll continue with the belt, because we need a belt. And tell me if I said something that you feel outraged about, because I may. Since I'm sculpting and talking, I cannot think about saying the right thing all the time. So I may say things that are not exactly superb, and people will be angry and mad and outraged, and cancel culture will cancel me and stuff like this. So but it's fine, because I know that I am doing those things, and I am pleading guilty for everything. I'm guilty. I'm not saying I'm not. Recently I realized that I'm not the perfect human being. Far from it. I have so many disadvantages, we may say, or I don't know how to say them, disadvantages or flaws. Yeah, a lot of flaws. But we must embrace our flaws, or just probably change them or somehow. People will think that if you know your flaws, you should be able to kind of change them or make yourself better. It's not like that exactly. Especially when you're not thinking with your whole mind. I'm now, half of my brain is sculpting and half of my brain is talking. That's why none of the things like talking or sculpting is quite perfect. Although, as you can see, I'm pretty fast, but fast doesn't mean good or something. It's just fast. Fast is fast. Nobody cares about fast that much. Although, in this era of AI, probably fast will be good, right? Yeah, at some point when AI is starting to take over, if you are almost as fast as the AI and a little bit more quality-wise oriented, you probably will be better off. I don't know. Just the guesswork again. The guesswork is perfect. Let's make the legs. Let's read some comments about outraged people that are thinking that Nico should be banned from YouTube for life and stuff like this. Or, I don't know what. When I start work, I almost complete 3 years without work, and it's sukes. Market is shrinking. It's shrinking nonetheless, yeah. How does Nora surname spells like? It's Laura. Gallinger, and the channel is Outgang. Hey, what percentage of donation does PayPal take? I still don't know actually. I have one paid subscriber in PayPal, since I haven't released the PayPal yet, and I honestly don't know exactly what is happening with PayPal and what percentage, but I hear that they take a little bit, you know, not too little. They take some. If they take around 20%, it will be not exactly super cool, right? Somebody actually should know in the comments, so yeah. We will see soon enough. Somebody will say, like, it's 55%. Those bastards from PayPal are taking. Amazing. So good. Here I will make it like this. And then we will put this front portion, which I don't know why I did this, but since we already have it, why not? Why not? Scale this down, move this, scale this down, and it is here, the front portion. In the back we should have something like the same. I will see. But cheeks, of course, always a good thing to do. Nice. If you know anatomy, of course, it will be far better to make this kind of even cartoon style or animation style models. When you're applying your anatomy knowledge, they will be a little bit better this way. Yeah, we are trying to achieve a better result from the front, not from the side view. And those arms are looking a little bit too huge. They are a little bit too long. If he spread them down, they will reach the floor, but the concept is the same, kind of. So I guess we will live with it. We'll try to live with it. Maybe we will not live with it. Because nobody knows, even if you are living a very healthy life, the heart attack is not asking you if you are eating sugar or not. It just comes. And that's it. So, yeah, I may eat very healthy, which I am not completely, but if I start eating super healthy at some point, I'm not expecting the heart attack to say, oh, this guy, he's eating a lot of vegetables and legumes. I don't know what legumes is, but they say they're very good for you. So legumes, vegetables, he's not eating meat, he's not eating carbs too much. A little bit of carbs, but from good sources, vegetables. So he will not be affected by me. This is the heart attack speaking. It probably will not happen like this. I'm just guessing. But maybe I'm wrong and the heart attack will say, oh, nice, this guy is eating so good. I'm not gonna touch him. I'm never gonna touch him. He will not die. I am immortal. I have the sacred blood of kings. Yeah. I have no rivals. No man can be my equal. This is from the Highlander. Of course, this is the Queen music, but it's from, I think it's about Highlander, the guy who is immortal. Unless you cut his head off. That's cool, I mean, yeah. And also vampires, they are immortal unless there is a wooden stake into the heart, some silver bullets into the heart, and a couple of other things. So otherwise, immortal. Completely immortal. There is always something to learn from your videos. If you are willing to learn, of course, there is always something to learn about my videos, and yeah, I believe that too. But if you are not willing to learn, then it's not. There is nothing to learn. We have to make this kind of interesting stuff like this because it is looking cool. It's not logical right now, but at some point it probably could be if I put more time and effort into it. I will not, because not right now. I mean, maybe in a session in Discord, I can refine this and make it nicer. How can we make those things here on his torso? Let's take this, Shift D, move it up, P selection, which will kind of move it into a different group, and then I'll just move it with the grab brush, and it will be basically it. Here in the back, I'm pressing Alt and Z. By the way, I'm not showing my keys, which is awkward because I think I turned it on. Obviously I haven't. Now it is on, so you can see what I'm pressing. It's not completely necessary, especially if you don't use Blender often. But if you are using Blender for a while, maybe you could learn something. I'm not sure. Is that Socrates sculpting? I'm not sure what you're talking about, actually. My name is Felipe, I'm from Brazil, and I love you. Thank you very much, Felipe. Felipe, I hope that's this is the name. I mean, I'm not pronouncing it wrong. Felipe. Felipe sounds a little bit Spanish. Maybe in Brazil, because Brazil, of course, is speaking Portuguese or Brazilian. I don't know how you call it, but I will call it Portuguese because for me, it's kind of similar. Maybe the same, I'm not sure. Let's mirror it. So, Felipe. Hi, Niku, hi, chat. Hello. My man, Niku, how are you? I'm pretty good. There's always something to learn. Yes, thank you. Lavash plus kebab. Yeah, I'm eating sometimes döner kebab, but only on the weekends. And it's pretty cool. I don't think the döner kebab is very bad for your health. Yeah, there is meat, grilled meat, yeah. It's not fried. There are fried potatoes, which is... I don't think the fried potatoes are the nicest thing that you can eat, ever. I would say quite the opposite. But of course, there are a lot worse things that you can eat. For example, a donut. A donut, in my opinion, is far worse than a fried potato. Also a croissant with chocolate. Just amazing. Any type of waffle, Snickers, M&M, whatever, is kind of bad. But again, it's not bad by itself. It's bad if you consume it in excessive quantity, which is very easy these days. It's very easy to overconsume sugar these days. Super easy. I was doing it constantly, and I'm saying it's super, super easy. And it's very nice, actually. While you eat it. After, it's not that good. Because you are saying, I'm such a pig. I shouldn't have eaten that much. And you start to hate yourself. Now, when you stop it for a while, if you can, then you start liking yourself a little bit more. You say, you have willpower, my friend. Yeah, for yourself. You're saying that to yourself. Power. Willpower. But then you start eating sugar again at some point. Because you just can't handle it. And then you start hating yourself. And the cycle continues, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing. But I hope most of you are not addicted to sugar like I am. And I will be, probably, to the rest of my life. Because I formed this addiction in the... all those years I was in Gameloft. I was eating sugar a lot. Sugary stuff. Waffles, chocolates, Snickers, Mars, Twix, Bounty, whatever comes into the contact of my sight. In the store, of course. I'm seeing something in the store, I say, this one. I want it. I will eat it. And I go and eat it. And I don't pay it, because I go to the store and I eat it. I don't have to pay it, right? So yeah. I don't have to pay for it. I'm sorry about my English, you know. But I'm paying usually, so yeah. Let's see if we can do this like this. That's pretty interesting, and probably it's not the way it's done usually. But since we are in a hurry here, we want to do this pretty quick and fast also. Not only quick, but fast. We have to use whatever means necessary. So I'm just doing this and scale it down, maybe like this. And yeah, we have something that resembles something. Great. When you reach a point that you have something that resembles something, you are in a very good position. But remember that something should be the something that you mean it to be. If it's something else, then it's probably a little bit of an issue. For example, you are doing a female face. At some point, it resembles something. It resembles a very, very ugly dwarf, for example. So it's not the point that you want it to be. You have to be careful. You have to be very careful. Let it be what it is, what it should be, not what you made it to be. What am I saying? I don't know. Now, let's make these things here while we have symmetry. This is his arm armor. I always like this wording, arm armor. That's amazing. Who thought of that? Arm armor. If I don't say R, it's arm armor. And it sounds like I am disabled a little bit, you know. It's arm armor. I love arm armor. What is happening here? Did AI get worse or still don't affect you, Nico? I don't know if AI will ever affect me, you know. Because I'm training to not be affected by AI. How do you do that? You do a lot of push-ups. You train like One Punch Man. 100 pull-ups, push-ups, and 100 sit-ups, and 10 kilometers of running. So, and then the AI cannot catch you. It's just, no. And you are one-punching everybody. You are walking in the street, you see a baby in the cart, his mother is like pushing him, and you punch him, and it's gone. I mean, you are so strong. That's strong. It's just amazing. Not that I have done that. I'm speaking just theoretically, very theoretically. I would never do that because I have my self-esteem. Fighting a baby, it will not be good for your self-esteem because it's like too easy. You should fight at least 3 or 4 year old child, not the baby. Babies are for pussies, you know. Let's go like this. Couple of blue things. Those will be blue actually. By the way, babies are for pussies is cool to say because actually they came out of those. So yeah, we know. We all came out from there, so yeah. Maybe people are not talking enough about those things. And those are important topics about fighting babies and fighting 5-year-old. It's too much. I mean, it's a little bit. The difficulty now in 5 years old is too high. Maybe 3 to 4 years old is ideal in my opinion. And if you train a lot, you could fight them. You could fight like probably 2 of them together without too much of an issue. It'll be amazing. Superb, right? Is that why you're bald, Nico? Yeah, exactly. That's why. Because I'm training like One Punch Man, and that's why I got bald. That's the only reason. Genetics doesn't have anything to do with it, of course. Genetics. Genetics is fine. So yeah, this is just the training regime of the One Punch Man. I never met him, actually. I never know the guy. But I've heard that he's quite stupid, actually. Yeah, he's stupid but very strong, which is normal. Yeah, I like him. Because if I'm around him and when I'm watching him, the One Punch Man, I feel very nice because I know I'm way smarter than him. Or am I? But I think I am, so it's enough. When we think that we are smarter than somebody, then we feel very nice. It's like a very good feeling, like, aha, I'm smarter than this shit. Than this piece of something. Let's split this. Today I have very strange ideas. I don't know what happens. This will be like this. This we will turn it. And this arm will turn it like this. This one we should lift a little bit. So you see, it's very chaotic what I'm doing here. I will lift this. I will apply this and take this and lift this also a lot. Because we need this kind of thing going on here. More definition of the triceps and biceps in the middle like this. Good job, good job. Nice. Now for the shoulder here, in this position the shoulder is going too much back. It's almost not visible from the front in this position because it's rotated. And the shoulder is also rotated, and it's in the back. And if you know anatomy, if you know something about anatomy, then you should know that the shoulder is connecting here in this portion of the arm. And when the arm is in this position, then the shoulder is rotated to connect in the back, because now this is the back. This is in the back. Not in the bag, in the back. Maybe I should pull this a little bit more upwards. See how I'm working with this. By the way, if I take all of this and rotate it forward and move it like this, it will be more dynamic, a little bit more dynamic pose, you know. It's almost like in the games. Like this. Maybe rotate this a little bit more. Push it down. Yeah, it's getting there, I guess. Yeah. It's not super bad. So, yeah, when I'm frustrated, I start speaking my own language, and we're all like this. I mean, you probably have noticed, even if you speak English relatively well, at some point when you are frustrated, when you're angry, then your brain is not actually working in its full capacity, and you start to speak your mother tongue. I was once frustrated by some Russian people. By the way, in Egypt, sometimes in the hotel, they are making a lot of noise in the night, which nobody likes. So even other Russians are, screaming at them. When I start screaming at them, I start screaming in something like Russian, Bulgarian, English, because I'm so frustrated and angry. And yeah. But you should know yourself. And to know that you are doing this kind of things. It's interesting. By the way, I failed a little bit here. Why? Because I made the arms non-symmetrical. And now I will bury the consequences because I'll have to color them separately. Which I kind of not like completely, but it'll be fine. Ooh. Ребята, вы знаете, я люблю вам только don't make such noise in the middle of the night in Egypt, in the hotels, please. I'm trying to sleep, you know, I'm trying to sleep. Nico, попробуй кофе снижает сахар. No, coffee is not good for me. I tried, and I failed miserably. Coffee is a killer for me. I'm not made for coffee. That's why I don't drink coffee, actually. I don't drink any caffeine. Non-energy drinks, non-coffee, nothing. I don't drink cigarettes. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink cigarettes. Did I say I don't drink cigarettes? Half brain, yeah. I told you, half brain, it's normal. This is normal because of half brain. So I don't drink cigarettes, I don't smoke coffee, you know? That's the idea. By the way, people are saying this guy is smoking. He's not smoking, actually. The cigarette, yeah, I know, it's a fact, but the cigarette is smoking. He is just sucking. So, when you look at the smoker, you don't say smoker. He's not smoker. He's a sucker. So, next time you see a smoker, you say, you're a sucker. And, yeah. And then explain it to him. If he gets angry and violent and aggressive, for example, you can explain to him that he's actually sucking from the cigarette and the cigarette is smoking. He's not smoking. He's not on fire. He cannot smoke. I mean, yeah, potentially, if you set him on fire, he probably will also smoke. But otherwise, he's just sucking. So smokers, you all know yourself. You are actually not smokers. You are suckers. It's not a problem. I mean, if you like it, suck it. It's fine. I don't care. By the way, smoking is a habit that's affecting other people. It's not like the sugar. I'm addicted to sugar. It's fine. I'm eating my sugar. Nobody cares around me. I can eat my sugar in a crowded area. Nobody will be affected. But if you smoke in the crowded area, I mean, if you suck in the crowded area, then everybody will be affected around you because of the smoke of your cigarette, which is smoking, and you're sucking it. That's the idea. Brazilian Portuguese. Okay, I always wondered that time you streamed in my timeline. What time you streamed in my time? I don't know. Today I'm streaming a little bit earlier than usually. I'm a noob. Are you selecting and grabbing where the vertices are? Yes, I am. I don't know what you're talking about because this comment is a little bit, you know, like 15 years ago. 15 minutes ago, which is not years exactly. Do you know about Polygon Runway that looks like you? I don't know, but yeah, probably. Mortal Kombat, old memories. Yeah, memories. The memory remains. Ash to ash, dust to dust, face to blast. The memory remains. Now I will rotate it. And now I think it looks a little bit better. You know, I'm testing stuff because the concept is not exactly what I'm doing. I decided to make a little bit of a different approach, to take a little bit of a different approach to that particular bubblehead. But I can do that. Relax. I'm qualified. Speed charge the wise. Yeah, no. Happy little accidents are the best. I'm doing a test with AI and it's horrible, not usable at all. Yeah, for most things it's not usable. For some things it is usable. And it can kind of give you some ideas and some things. For example, I will show you something. So be careful now. Stop doing what you're doing. Get all of your attention together because I will show you my next course character, what it will be. Yes. So it is this guy here. Is this rabbit? Will be so the course will most likely will be. I have an idea to call it From Rabbit to Samurai. Just Blender 5 from rabbit to samurai, something like this. It will be interesting. The idea is that this samurai rabbit is cool, right? It's partially AI concept, but with some things that I did. I mean, the texture of the hat, the size of the body was bigger in the AI. I shrinked it. I made the completely remade the hands, and it's visible. It's like Photoshop. I drew it in Photoshop, and some other things I did. It's visible that it's not completely AI because of the jagged, a little bit pussy line. I did that because I cannot draw quite well. Also, the ears were a little bit different. So I did a lot of things. So it's collaboration between me and AI. But then I put it in Nano Banana, and I told the Nano Banana to give me the back view like it's 3D, you know. And this is what it did. This is the front view. The face is not as good. And of course, this is not 3D. This is Nano Banana, just image. And on the back, it did this. And I like the idea of the tail actually protruding, and I included it in the course. This is the sword. Nano Banana isolated the sword for me, very useful. I can put the sword actually in Huion 3D, and it probably can make me a decent sword, but I will do it in the course by myself because it's learning hard surface will be nice. And there are other things like the side view, which is kind of useful, I would say. It's not bad. And this one also not bad. Overall, this will be not very easy character to do. I have this kind of AI images of 3D looking rabbits, which can be useful for determining how the face will look, because here it's completely flat. Yeah, and we may do such as this, something like this, but most of these things are AI, except for this. This one is obviously not AI. Most of the things here are made by AI. So AI can be useful, but it cannot actually do exactly what I want it to do. I want the AI to make the whole concept by just me prompting it. It couldn't do it, so I had to go to Photoshop and do a lot of things by myself. So still, even in 2D, AI is not good enough. So if you think that AI is the best, it's not. AI still has a long way ahead of it. But at some point, maybe. Yeah. What about a gigantic baby the size of Godzilla? Do we leave him? Yeah, we leave him. Yeah. Unless we are One Punch Man, and we are not, so yeah. If in the future cicadas can be drunk, I'll try it. Cicadas can be drunk. Interesting. I understand you well. In Turkish, we also use the very same verb for consuming drink and cigarette. Yes. Instead of sucker, you also call a smoker a blower. Yeah, they're blowing the actual smoke after they suck it. So yeah, sucker and blower, it's cool. I think he has a bit too many muscles for cartoon character style. Yeah, I know. The muscles actually are a little bit too realistic in this case, which yeah, it's not the best. And we can also shrink the arms a little bit. Let's shrink the arms a little bit and see what happens. I think this is better. Yeah, definitely a little bit better. Shrinking the arms. Also, let's measure his head. His head is a little bit bigger than his body. So let's make the body smaller now. Like this. And it's an interesting bubblehead, right? This standing on your desk, watching you while you work. I think it will be an interesting choice. Choice. It's not a choice. You just have to do it. It's not. There is nothing to choose. You just have to do it. So what else? We have to put some color on him at some point. But first, let's add this G move. Let's add this G move it. Because it will be easy to color after, I guess. I'm not sure. We'll see how easy it will be. It will not be easy at all. But tell no one. Tell no one. They shouldn't know. Now, I will apply the solidify, I will apply the subdivision, and then I will remesh it. And people will say, but why did you do all of these things just to remesh it? Because I like it. Now, we will do some detailing, because the head here is important to be detailed. Now, like this. Detail. This detail. And I will add one kind of a push here. And pinch it in the areas that it's too much. Nice, and one in the middle. Yes, let's try that. It's not the best, but I guess we have it, so it's fine. Let's add one. Oops. Yeah, just a little bit of a fold there. Would be nice. And this face still needs a little bit more detail. Maybe the lower eyelid shouldn't be that pronounced because it's a cartoon character. This will be white. And I will not put separate eyes, because now, especially when the head is on a completely different place, it will be slightly slightly more difficult to put it. But let's color it. It's time. Yeah, it's already time to color it. With this particular color, maybe just okay, yeah. Let's try this one. Cool. And on the arms. Color, good. Maybe on the fingers too. Now, white for the eyes. White. Walter White. Mr. White. If you don't know who Mr. White is, I know I don't envy you. Alright. Eyebrows. Very black. Also, we have to put some colors around the eyes. Something like this. Of course, if this is for printing, for 3D printing, those things will not matter that much. And here we have to put some black, but not exactly black. So I will put some black like this. Then, let's see. Then sample it. And I will do it all the way. Then the blue will add on top of it. It will be, I think, the best choice to add the blue after the black, not before. Mortal Kombat. Dun, 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 dun. It's like the Crazy Frog, but Mortal Kombat. I'm not sure about the actual tune of Mortal Kombat, because when I say Mortal Kombat and then I'm like Crazy Frog, which is not exactly Mortal Kombat, right? Yeah, I don't know. But SubZero this is, right? This is SubZero. We all know he's Super Zero. Super Zero. He's the Super Zero guy. This blue thing. And another blue thing. And here also a blue thing. Yeah, Mortal Kombat. And Mortal Kombat is not exactly a song. They say Mortal Kombat and then it's just music. There is not too much singing, I think, in the Mortal Kombat hymn or anthem or whatever they call it. All right, and here, I'm not sure what we will do about the legs, but he's taking shape. I'm okay with this. Like this, and the legs will be blackish. This thing here will be kind of black, although there are some Mortal Kombat that this is also blue, but no, it's black. Obviously it's black, yeah, so we have to do it black. We'll blacken it. Go ahead and blacken. Blacken. Select this color. Color this. It's very fast coloring here. Nothing to brag about. Shoulders. Blue. I'm blue. Yeah, this is actually... He's singing it. SubZero is singing I'm blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-dam. 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 I have a blue house with a blue window. Maybe he has, because he's SubZero. Maybe he has. Not my best work that I'm super proud of, but for 56 minutes it's not bad. Let's continue actually. We have some time. We can do a little bit more. Generate subdivision surface here and add a couple of levels and edge data. Apply the mirror, apply the solidify, apply the subdivision, and then some, and then some. Let's go with, wow, okay, yeah, black. It's not complete black. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be complete black, so it's fine. Oh, it's very sad about the prices of RAM recently. The prices of video cards is going like crazy up. At least I'm hearing that they're going up. I haven't checked, but I'm hearing on the news. So they're probably right. They're probably going a lot up. So it's difficult to afford nowadays even an entry-level video card. And whoever has taken a video card in the last year is happy because they will stay with that video card for a while. Of course, there is a cycle always. Now the AI is the shit and they're putting a lot of money into the AI and all the chips and RAM is going to the AI stuff, servers. But at some point, I guess it should blow away, this thing about the AI, and the things should go back to normal, if not even better than normal. The prices, I mean, of electronics should be even better than before. The main thing is for us to stay active physically, not only sculpting, but physically stay active. Walking is very important. Doing some push-ups here and there, yeah, if you can. Doing some exercises that you can do at home, like just squats, easy. You should be able to do it fairly easy. In the back, it's very cool. In the front, not so cool. Now, let's make this like in the concept. Edge data, increase. Now here we have to do a little bit more than that. Add a couple of levels. It will be better if we add them. Maybe a little bit more here and a little bit more here. Now, let me think about it. Add more subdivisions. Then apply the mirror. Apply the solidify modifier, probably, yes. And then before applying the subdivision modifier, I will go and go here, here, and all these things and crease them. And you will see how immediately it will look far better. I creased them. Now I will apply the subdivision and then we are able to do this kind of folds. And if you want to do folds like me, just amazing folds that I'm doing right now, just, I have a course about folds and yeah, it's out there in the wild. Where is it? Yeah, in the ArtStation, in Udemy also, all the courses are somewhere. By the way, it's not in Flip Normals, I think, yet. But I will put it there at some point. Ah, here we can make a little bit of a blue things going on. Okay, let's do it. All right. This will be on blue da, and here we would like some blue stuff like that. Yeah, just some little things. So he has a belt with some things on the belt which I don't recognize. This is SubZero actually, so let's see what, yeah, not the belt. Here there is a kind of a belt, but here there is not too much of a belt. Let's, I don't know, let's do this. Increase the size of the belt and make it blue and black. I think it will be for the best. How to make it blue and black? We have to add some things like this, then add subdivision surface, increase, edge data, increase, apply the solidify modifier, of course, and apply the subdivision, why not? And then we will try to put some blue into the mix, like this. And then if we want it to be a nice thing, we have to disable the symmetry and do some passes like that. The idea is to be interesting, not boring, those passes, and to look like a fabric belt a little bit. And I think it starts to look like a fabric belt. So we are fine. Let's do a little bit of black here on the sides of this. It will be awkward, but I will try. And here we will SubZero. Here maybe he can have some interesting stuff on his mask. Let's try. Like this. Couple of these holes. It will make it a little bit more interesting, I guess, the mask. But let's see. Maybe a central line. Why not? And here the black is not looking quite nice. So I will try to make it not so black. And those things here, we will color them black. Yeah, he's looking a little bit like a pig, I don't know. But it's fine. This, by the way, since it's AI, it's not exactly true to the canon, because he usually don't have shoulder pads. He has these things that are coming and making this kind of triangle shape, but it's not shoulder pads. So yeah, a little bit of a bummer there, I would say. Maybe those things here were not exactly the best option. But we can always disable them if we want. If we want it to not look like a pig. Let me take the mask off and see how the face will look actually. Let's see if we can... Come on. Okay. Okay, I want to select the face. Mask off. Oops. Mask off. And select the face. Okay, now. Let's make it kind of cartoonish. He has to be angry, right? So let's try to do this angry face like this. Yeah, very angry. Below the mask. And when you are angry, you always have this nasolabial fold going on. Of course, if it is cartoon character, it may not have it. Some cartoon characters don't have this, which is, I don't know, they just don't. Let's make the upper teeth. And let's make some like this. So we have upper teeth, lower teeth, everything is there. And of course the teeth has to be a little bit more white, I guess. And the mouth overall should be a bit smaller, because now it's too huge. And we are doing this just for fun, it's not necessary. So even if it doesn't work quite well, we are fine with it. All right. So this is our guy. Now, this thing is awkward, and we have to see this is this, and it kind of continues to disappear from time to time, and I cannot work on it because it disappears. And this is what, let's see if we go here, and in sculpt mode, it continued to disappear. Let me think why it was. It happened to me a while ago, so it's absolutely normal. Alt H, yeah. Probably I pressed in sculpt mode, hiding it. It's different from hiding it in object mode, obviously. So we have to know that. That course looks fun. Yeah, not bad. Do you or can you rig these? I will rig probably a little bit, we'll see. I'm doing the rabbit from your course for newbies. Yeah, this will be another rabbit. Does the value of Blender go up in time since they refine and improve the program? I don't know, because it's free. But for me, the value of Blender is huge, because I'm making money selling Blender courses. So if it was not for Blender, I probably should be selling courses for ZBrush, which are not selling that well. So for me, Blender has huge value. Hi Nico, I was curious to know, any impressions about Expedition 33? Do you like the game and the models? The game is absolutely fine. I think I saw a couple of minutes of gameplay, like 30 minutes of gameplay or so. And I think it's superb. It's super cool. So yeah, I think they used some AI a little bit, but not for the models, I guess. I'm not sure. Hey Nico, it's not bubblehead, it's chibi. Okay, it's chibi, bubblehead, bubble chibi. Because you've said in video that Blender is about 500 bucks worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it 500 bucks if it was paid. I want to learn Blender, but I don't know if I want to do character design or environment design, and where to start, how to learn. This was me around 15 years ago, 2010, when I was wondering, I was already in Gameloft, I was wondering whether should I become environment 3D artist or character 3D artist. And this was very easy, but I didn't realize it at the time. So the only thing that I was drawing when I was little until I was big was characters. I've never drawn like houses or trees, at least like not too much. I was drawing mostly characters. So the choice is very easy. If you like to draw people, then You are to be a character artist. If you like to draw environments, if you'd like to draw like houses or trees or mountains, then environment is for you. That's the only thing. Beverly Hills Combat. OpenAI, the largest AI project, has secured up to 40% of the world's DRAM supplies for the coming years. This is already impacting the RAM market. Exactly. I think Sculpt mode height uses edit mode height. Yeah, exactly. There are different heights, obviously. Okay, anyway, to avoid the blob point when we first touch the pen. My models look like they have lots of acne because of this. Yeah, you should start very, very low poly. Very low, and then you will avoid this kind of thing. Because if you start high poly, if you start with a lot of polygons, then you will never be able to avoid it, and it will haunt you to the rest of your life. That's the thing. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, we have to have some shadow. Shadow on the floor. By the way, this model is on the opposite side, so I will turn it because it will be easier for me to lighten it up. And now, let's light it up. Like this. And then dial it down. This is cartoon now. Because I put the cartoon shader. How is this shader called? It's toon light shader. This is toon dark. Ah, this is not bad actually. The other toon shader. It's also not bad. And then we can put a custom background, which will be white, and we will have something interesting. We still don't have shadow on the floor actually, so I'm a little bit like, without shadow on the floor, this is shit. And it's probably is. I'm not completely convinced about this. I mean, probably the arms are still a little bit big. So let's shrink them. And this I can rotate a little bit. Maybe like this. Yeah, to guard. The idea of this arm in the back is to guard the body, to guard the liver, mostly. That's why it has to go like this, to guard it, and it's a little bit more believable this way. Let's add subdivision surface modifier, bump it up to at least 3, and edge data, increase. That should do it. That should do it. So remember guys, watch the video of Outgang for Michelangelo, it's cool. Watch all of my videos, it's in the live section of this channel. Some people are saying, where are your videos? They disappeared, but they are actually in the live section of this channel. It's not in the videos section, because I mostly do lives in this channel, that's why. This particular concept, it's AI, yes, but it's not bad as a concept. You can just do something based on this particular concept. And it's looking relatively cool. The problem that I encounter now is that I did this black, very black. So I may go and try to fix this black to not be that black. Let's see if we can do it. Fill no saturation of value. Yeah, it's going a little bit brown, but if we go to saturation and dial it down, yeah, then we're losing the blue, but it's a little bit better, I think. So let's go with this color, dial the saturation down completely, select this kind of a, it should be a little bit purple, right? So let's go to saturation and bump it up. No, we cannot anymore. Now we bump it up a little bit, then we go and change the hue to a little bit more, yeah, reddish color, I guess, or bluish color. Yeah, let's do it bluish color, why not? And then I will select this color, go to this and color it. Now it is a little bit better. if you notice. Here we can do this also. And yeah. Of course, I like to do something else. This plane. Oops. Subdivision surface modifier. Couple of levels. Then we go and this will be our shadow on the floor. That I always advise you to put. Not too bad, right? Big head guy. You should totally listen to some of Expedition 33 soundtrack. I don't know, but I'd love to see your reaction on the music. Nice. I should probably play the game, actually, but we'll see if I will have time. Hello, Nico, everyone. Hello. I watched the Outgang video. Very cool. Yeah, very cool. It is missing the ribbons that tie the mask. Yeah, I know, but, you know, he doesn't have ribbons. I mean, where do you see ribbons on the real one? So, we are not doing that. There are cool statues here and there, I guess. This needs a little bit more detail, I think, on the mask. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Ours is bearable. It's nothing to brag about, but it's kind of bearable. Is that biceps ending too early? Yeah, it is, because we are flexing it. When you're flexing the biceps, it's ending a little bit too early. When it's like this, it's going here. When it's like this, it's ending a little bit too early. And there are, in some people, there can be a lot of distance between this and the biceps when it's flexed. So that's why I'm doing that. It could look a little bit awkward, because the arm is actually pushed too much into the shoulder, which I may fix right now. Why not? I may push it down a little bit. This is a little bit better. Not saying a lot better, because there is a lot of adjustments that needs to be done for this to work well. But it is not super bad, let's say that. Still, the arms probably are a little bit long. But he cannot help it. I mean, long arms. Let's make them smaller and see what will happen. It still works, I guess. Even with smaller arms, he's fine. Yeah. You see, bigger arms doesn't mean exactly super cool. Nico is just showing off his biceps. Yeah, exactly. I'm just searching for the reason to show off my biceps, right? That's the idea. Do you know what character design you are using for the Blender 5 course? Yes. I just showed it a couple of minutes ago. It looks like a Funko Pop. It looks a little bit, yeah. You could adjust the hood, make it wider at the bottom. Yeah, it will be a little bit nicer if it's wider at the bottom, right? So let's do this. Why not? For this silhouette picture, it will be nicer like this. I guess it's fine. I can put a little bit more of this hood down and maybe a little bit forward. And the eyes, they can go up, the eyebrows can go down. So this is a little bit more sinister look. Yeah, we can adjust like indefinitely. It's very adjustable. And when you're doing something, many people will ask, how do you know when to stop? when it's ready. It will never be ready. I mean, you can adjust and make it better and make it better and make, so it will never be ready. But at some point, you have to say, okay, if I look at this in ArtStation, for example, will I click on it? Is it good enough for me to click on it when I look at this in the thumbnail somewhere in ArtStation? If the answer is no, then you continue to work on it until the answer starts to get being yes. It's difficult to look at your work from the point of another, yes, from another person, but you have to try. This is when I started to make a little bit better art, when I start to think like another person that's watching my work and say, okay, will I click on this? Probably no. Why? Because there is not a contrast enough. So I put more contrast. Then something else. Then I do it. Yeah. Is front arm bigger than other or just seems like it? It probably seems like it, but they are pretty much the same. Do you use Vulkan in Blender? I don't know. I think so. Let's see where this Vulkan was. It was system. OpenGL. Yeah, I'm still with OpenGL, obviously. But yeah, someday I will use Vulkan and you will see. I think his face should look like a little down. Yeah, but I'm looking at this from a little bit from below. We can do it like this. And yeah, it depends on the camera, how you rotate it. It can be like this even. SubZero. Those hands look a bit like a baby combat position. Yeah, Nico, do you watch anime? Which one do you like? Yeah, I watch some animes. I watched One Punch Man in Netflix. I watched also the... what was this? Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling, but the anime series. I mean the better drawn stuff. And of course, One Piece. Is it One Piece? I think so. So yeah, some of those things, the commercial ones. Don't want to brag about it, but Vulkan is much faster and opening than OpenGL. Okay. Isn't his head a little too big? Yes, it is, and it should be, because we like it this way. Okay, I will shrink it down a little bit, but not too much. Let's see now. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's... we can make it as big as we want, you know. And we can rotate it as much as we want. So he's like more like Mortal Kombat, watching the other, his adversary. Yeah. Maybe this arm, we can do it like this. It's a better silhouette, I guess, but it will be difficult. Alright guys, this will be for now. I guess you will see me in the next time, but it's not exactly gonna be Monday, because Monday I will not be here at home. So the next time will be some other day, not Monday. We will see. Nico, have you already signed Jiu-Jitsu? No, I haven't. Never trained Jiu-Jitsu. Can you render this 2D effect without lighting? I think we can just disable the shadow and it will be like this. But I like it with shadow a little bit more. And even a little bit bigger shadow will be even better, like this. Mortal Kombat. It's not the best. Also, if we go to render, we can try to render it here, but we will not, because cartoon models usually require a little bit more tweaking, which I am not willing to do. We can also try different matte caps, like this one, not bad. This one. This one. Yeah, shiny is good. Shiny is always nice. It looks interesting. We can combine some of those, like we can render with some shiny one, like this one, and then with this one, and then we combine it in Photoshop, like we do in ZBrush. In ZBrush we combine. This one is not bad. It's kind of shiny, so it's cool. Shiny is always nice. This one is also fine. This is more bright, which is, I like it. This is a lot more shiny, which usually is not the best. This is black. Yeah, we have a lot of options here of those matte caps. Let's change to Vulkan actually, although we should restart probably for the changes, yeah, to take effect. Low performance in VR. Haha, we are not using VR, so it's fine. I will restart later and I will be in Vulkan. You know, I changed to Vulkan in the previous version, I think, of Blender. Now I'm in 5.0. I haven't changed. I don't know. I have to go to 5.1 at some point. We'll see. I went back and saw the Samurai Rabbit design. It's good pick, cute but deadly. Exactly, yeah. Like a very small fart, you know. You can fart cute but deadly. So yeah. I don't watch Jiu-Jitsu too much. I don't understand it, you know. I don't know the positions and everything, so it's not very interesting for me. MMA is more interesting because it's not only Jiu-Jitsu, it's a lot of other things, and it's more interesting. But recently I don't watch MMA also. I watch some videos about other things. About how they make M&Ms in the factory, for example. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, random stuff, you know. I used to search sculpt time-lapse videos on Blender. I never found good stuff, but then I found this gold mine, unbelievable speed. Yeah, it's like time-lapse, but in real time. Real time-lapse. I think startup time in Vulkan is 6 seconds. That's cool. How much RAM does your PC have? 64 gigabytes. I have. So guys, yes, I told you, next Monday, no stream. After that, in the week, probably stream. We'll see. And expect it. We may do something like this. Why not? More realistic stuff. As you can see, I did the arms a little bit more realistically, which is a little bit of a mistake when you're doing a character which is highly stylized. But yeah, usually I do realistic and I stylize. Or sometimes I stylize and then I do it more realistic from the stylized. It depends. But now, since I cannot think too much, also I don't have a hugely detailed concept of the arms themselves. If I have to be honest, if I have to do this concept for work or something, nowadays I would go to Nano Banana and say to render this in a certain pose that I want, for me to see the arms better and everything. And it will do a quite literally amazing job. Nano Banana, it's just amazing in redacting photos, but not everything that Nano Banana does is good enough for me. For example, the rabbit for the course, it didn't do a good job of fixing. I gave it this image and I say fix the lines, because some of the lines are like jagged, because I'm drawing them by hand in Photoshop. It couldn't do it. So yeah. That's fine. Rabbit. Are you using a mouse or a pen? A pen. Are you a car guy, Nico? If yes, what cars do you like? Now, I'm a car guy, definitely. And I like Volvo a lot. Volvo is one of my favorite looking, how it looks, the car. Also, I like Mazda a lot. And basically all the brands right now of car brands are making amazing designs. Kia is making pretty good designs, although a little bit controversial, but some of the Kias, like Kia Stinger, Kia K5, K7, they are just superb looking cars. So yeah, that's from me for today.